Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome to my new video. Today, as you can see, I want to talking about novel with the title is If You Can See the Sun by Ilmiyah. I'm gonna introduce myself first. My name is Rosikhoh Ilmiyah and my last number student is 12 and I'm from 2A class. The next, about this novel, the book title is If You Could See the Sun. The author is Ilmiyah and the publisher in Kiart Press. Okay. The genre is young adult, magical realism, and dark academia. For the next, we have introduced the character. For the first, the character we have Alice Sun. She is the main character. She is protagonist and she is scholarship student in Arlington. For the next, we have Henry Lee. He is Alice's academic rival, to be partner, to be love interest. Really like enemy to lovers. Yeah. Next, we have Channel. I don't know how to read it, her name, but he is Alice's roommate and early client. Next, we have Vanessa Liu. She is wealthy classmate. She is subject of major investigation. For the next, we have Mr. Chen. He is Alice's teacher. For the last character, we have Alice's parents. They loving but financially struggle. Okay, next we have preview about this novel. The novel tells the story of Alice the Sun, a scholarship student at an elite Beijing school who magically becomes invisible. From there, she begins to explore questions of identity, morality, and the price of being seen by the world. And If You Could See the Sun by Ilmiyah masterfully blends magical realism with the harsh realities of social inequality, academic pressure, and adolescent identity. The novel centers on Alice Sun, a 7 years old Chinese-American girl attending the elite and hyper-competitive in Arlington International Boarding School at Beijing. Alice is the only scholarship student in a sea of privileged, wealthy peers, constantly reminded of her outsider status by her limited resources and socioeconomic background. Despite being intellectually gifted and hardworking, she struggles with the sense of being invisible not just socially but also culturally and emotionally. This feeling of invisibility becomes literal when, under emotional and academic strain, Alice discovers that she has started to physically disappear. At first, her reaction is confused and fear, but as the supplement her education, Alice recognizes that her invisibility could be her only change to remain at Arlington. Seeking a way to use her newfound power to her advantage, Alice turns to the one person she normally avoids. He is Henry Lee, her academic rival. Henry is everything she reasons wealthy and accomplished and annoyingly perfect, but he is also pragmatic, resourceful, and surprisingly willing to help. Together, they launch an anonymous business using Alice's invisibility to uncover secrets for their classmates. Marketed through a convert app called Beijing Ghost, the duo quickly gains attention. Students begin paying for her to spy on cheating boyfriends, retrieve sensitive items, and dig up personal information. At first, Alice views it as a justifiable hustle. She is using her ability to earn money, not to harm anyone. However, each new assignment edges closer to ethically ambiguous territory, forcing her to confront her internal moral compass. With every new job, Alice starts to question the line between survival and exploitation. Her invisibility, which once felt like a lifeline, becomes a burden that enables her descent into compromising situation. As their operation expands, so too does Alice's relationship with Henry. Their rivalry between them softens into camaraderie, and soon a quiet romance begins to surface. Henry reveals the weight of his own expectation and internal battles, offering a more vulnerable side of Alice hadn't seen before. Their shared emotional intimacy gives Alice an anchor as the stakes in their ghost business rise. One particularly significant job, investigating Vanessa Liu. She is a wealthy and mysterious student, rumored to be outsourcing her prestigious art projects, pushes Alice even deeper into moral uncertainty. Confrontation at a luxury mall is tense and revelatory, exposing how little Little Alice truly understands the people around her, how blurry the lines between right and wrong can become when desperation is involved. Despite her growing unease, Alice continues accepting assignment. Even as guilt and anxiety begin to erode her resolve, she becomes increasingly aware that her invisibility is not just a physical condition but a metaphor for her internal identity crisis, for her erasure within the social structure around her. This emotional isolation is amplified by the growing notoriety of Beijing ghosts. Her covert works begins to draw suspicion from the school administration, especially as rumors spread. Alice struggles with the dual pressure of maintaining her grades and managing dangerous secrets. During a school trip to Suzhou, her visibility allows her to eavesdrop on conversation that deepen her understanding of her complexities, but it also reveals how easy it is to become complicated in unethical behavior when consequence seems distant. Meanwhile, her connection with Henry grows stronger as he continues and support her emotionally and logistically. They begin to rely on each other not only as partner in business but also confident who understand the weight of academic and familial pressure. Yet the illusion of control begins to unravel when they accept a final high-paying job from particularly influential student, one that very dangerously close to criminal behavior. The last assignment meant to expose and manipulate the teacher for personal revenge marks a turning point. What began as a desperate attempt to fund her education now threatens Alice's integrity, safety, and future. The tension between survival and morality comes to a head as she realizes she is no longer in control of the consequences when the fallout from this job begins leading to her near expulsion and the implosion of the Beijing cause. Enterprise Alice is forced to reckon with the choices she has made. Rather than run or deflect blame, she chooses honestly and takes full responsibility for her action, turning herself in and facing the consequences. This act of inclusive, this act of courage not only reclaims her agency but also redefines what visibility means to her. By refusing to hide anymore, either behind invisibility or fear Alice emerges. By refusing to hide anymore, either behind invisibility or fear Alice emerges stronger, more self-aware, and committed to forging a future based on integrity rather than exploitation. In the aftermath, relationships began to heal. Henry, who had stood beside her, even when the risk escalated, continues to be a quiet source of support. The relationship unsmarted by rivalry and sarcasm evolves into something deeper and more meaningful, built on mutual respect and vulnerability. Okay, this is the last. Maybe that's all for me. I'm sorry if I made a mistake, and I'm sorry if my presentation is kinda nervous or what else. Maybe that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.